M2M basically has been at the essence of connecting machines. And so it has been about connecting industrial machines, machines which could get modules into the cellular technology. Now we see that going to, I would say, another step, which is basically the IoT, which is bringing other types of machines, which can be smaller, which might not be able, to get power supply, and then which can't basically get cellular technology today with our technology. So it's why basically we see an evolution which basically brings challenges that we need to address. So one thing which is important is that M2M, although we can be seen as old-fashioned, it's still far from being done, from being tapped. There are still untapped segments, a lot of them actually. And so that's one very important motto. So M2M has never been as big as now, and it's growing also very fast. But there are now new challenges and opportunities with IoT, as I said, with those, I would say, capabilities of connecting others, sensors or others, objects, bringing other opportunities like managing data, putting data together, and basically bringing new value to the market. So basically, the global dimension is very important, because when you talk about M2M or IoT, you talk to global players. There's no one single company which basically delivers machines or solutions which are limited to one country. In general, they do deliver solutions among all the countries in Europe, or most of the countries in Europe, and even beyond Europe in the world. So to do that, you need to be global. You need to be global to basically deliver the connectivity services on the cellular technology, but also the fixed one in order to connect the application with the machine on the two sides. And so global players is very important. As Orange, so we are present everywhere in the world. With regards to our POPs on the fixed side, meaning that data centers can be connected everywhere. And on the network side, we also have our own operations, but also partner operations with the Global M2M Association or our roaming agreements. So that's how global solutions can be delivered and enable the M2M or IoT challenges on the connectivity side addressed. So basically, the challenges we see with regards to going from M2M to IoT, although it can be also challenges of M2M. So it's adding more devices, more machine, more sensors. So meaning that then you need to get your technology, the one we have today, cellular, evolving, getting new standards on board to cover those types of needs for consuming less power, for example, to have a longer lifetime for those kind of devices. So that's one of challenge we can have. Second is about once the data is there, it has to be stored. So cloud capabilities, but cloud storage capabilities, but also capabilities to manage the data, to analyze that, to take decisions. Then to get, for the M2M part, it could be sending people in the field. For the IoT part, could be like, okay, having an information which, when linked to another one, which can be coming from another source, which could create value. I'm just going to take one example. We have on our networks customers which are using pure devices, which are mobile phones or smartphones, whatever. They are located. We know exactly where they are. We know exactly who they are, foreign or national ones. So this information can be anonymized, meaning that we can get now the information about what nationality do we have. In that case, that information about the location nationality can be sold to a third party, which can then use it, and link into another database, making value, for example, for tourist information. And that type of, management of data, which are important into the big data or IoT space. One of the verticals that we see really driving, pushing the evolution of the technologies is the automotive sector. So we see the automotive sector like indeed connecting their car. So we see RFPs today where those industries are asking for getting their car connected. But also once those cars are connected, they can deliver services, of course related to maintenance and everything around that. But once they are connected, they can also get other types of services, which are then getting more to the IoT space, I could say. You can have infotainment on board. You can have your local radio, internet radio. So this is one, I would say, industry which is really driving the evolution. And if you just take one step beyond and say, okay, guys, you have localization. You have the information from the bus, from the car, information about the tank level. How many benzene do you have? When you link that, basically you could then push information and propose to the customer a value, which is what is the next tank station, which is the best price you could be getting, you know, according to your range. So those kind of information is basically going to the IoT space and more the big data elements. Question is more, who is going to be it? And that's indeed a challenge. As Orange, we do position ourselves as a facilitator, enabling the companies to become digital, to help them to basically put in place those kind of applications. And so that's where we think, you know, we can help the market, you know, growing and help those different players, you know, moving forward. So I'm really impressed, you know, for this IoT World Forum 2014, just with regards to the people attending to it compared to last year. It's like, you know, doubling the figures. Really impressed by that. Second, you know, we have also a kind of a room where you can see players in the different industries. They can showcase. And so it's interesting, indeed, you know, to be confronted with some interesting operational elements. So no, very interesting elements, operational, but also good exchange, networking, good balance. Thank you.